The parliament in Thailand has begun voting on whether to accept changes to the constitution as demanded by pro-democracy protesters. Demonstrators who want reform of the monarchy and the resignation of the Prime Minister are expected to return to the streets of Bangkok in the hours ahead. More than 40 of them were injured on Tuesday after violent clashes with police as they tried to reach the Parliament building. This report from our correspondent in Bangkok, Jonathan Head, and Nick Millard on camera.
In Thailand, a military-backed government is battling young protesters who want a proper democracy. They've been campaigning for months for a fairer political system, but also for a monarchy that respects the rules. Today, that battle got rougher and wetter.
Well, these protesters are now trying to pull away at this concrete barricade to make a way through, and they are spraying water cannon. It's laced with chemicals, so you can really smell the tear gas in it. Now, these protesters want to get through to Parliament because that's where the reforms they're demanding are supposed to be discussed. They're worried that in Parliament dominated by the military-backed party, their reforms are just going to be swept aside. That's why they're staying put. And you can see how determined they are.
For a moment, they vanished in clouds of tear gas. But didn't retreat far, though a few were overcome. They've shattered a taboo against even talking about the monarchy, but they're up against the old men of Thailand's parliament, and they've ruled out any discussion of the king. He's at the heart of this conflict. These days, King Vajiralongkorn is often seen on royal walkabouts, raising his profile. But he spent most of this year at a luxury hotel in Germany and has been accused of accumulating excessive wealth and power. Many Thais, though, still believe that their king is above criticism. Yellow-shirted loyalists came out to confront the protesters and to insist that Thailand must stay as it is.
Well, it's all over for today, but the protesters are promising to come back again, as they have for the past 4 to 5 months, in asking for a monarchy that's accountable and a military that stays out of politics. They believe they're making reasonable demands, but they're up against a state which doesn't even believe these things can be discussed. The gap between both sides is yawning and not getting any closer. Jonathan Head, BBC News, Bangkok.